many of you have experienced this? You have distant relatives that you haven't heard from in 10, 15, 20 years. But thanks to, the wonders of social media, Facebook, Instagram, they find you and you get a message. Hey girl, I've been thinking about you. I miss you. And you're like, who is this? I recognize the name. Oh, yeah, that's cousin so-and-so on my mom's side. So you write back, oh, hey, how's it going? Innocently enough. And then the next thing you know, they start sending you message after message. And they start off okay. But eventually they get to the point, which is they need something. They always need something. Whether it's money or for somebody to co-sign a loan or they've gotten kicked out of their place, whatever. But for some reason, it's falling on you. Probably because they've managed to push everybody else away at this point, and they've gone through the Rolodex of family members, and I guess you're all that's left. So if you're like me and you're a pushover and, you're like, oh, what would my mom do? She'd want me to be nice. You're like, oh, okay. You try to be considerate and stuff. And then they're like, hey, can we talk? Can I give you a call? Oh my God. If you know me, that's like the worst thing you can say to me. It's like, really? You want to talk? We can't just keep texting? So yeah, you give in to the dreaded call. And that's where they get you, because they figure, if you hear their voice, you're less likely to turn them down. Little do they know, time has passed. I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. I can say no now. It's not that hard. And the thing is, I start thinking about where were they 20, 30 years ago when I was young and poor and needed help and had a family to raise. They were nowhere to be found. They were out living their life, which that's fine. They should be. But you can't just, go through life doing whatever you want. And then when you get old and you've pushed everybody away and you're needy, expect family to come to the rescue. They use that, what is it? Blood is thicker than water. Yeah, so is gravy, and I'm not going to lend it any money. I mean, come on. It's so selfish. It's selfish. And so if they're going to be selfish, why should I feel bad being selfish? Are you okay? Jazz has the sneezes. I think he's got allergies. But it's just funny that this always seems to happen around the holidays. That's when they get the most nostalgic or the most needy. And they decide, who can I call? Who will help me out? Well, like I said, I'm not the pushover I once was. Me and my brother always talk about manipulation through guilt because our family is really good at that. And so we've learned not to put up with it. As a matter of fact, it has just the opposite effect on us. It pushes us away. It's such a turnoff when people try to, manipulate you by, yeah, life has been hard and this and that. And it's like, I'm sorry, but hey, if you're really lonely, go do some community service. Go work at a senior home, especially around the holidays. They really could use people, go work a soup kitchen. But that's not what they want. They don't want to help other people. They're looking for you to help them. And in years past, I probably would have fallen for it. I'm sure I have many a time. But not anymore. And the thing is, I have a lot of family and family that I love and adore, and I would be there for them, but not these, I don't know. I don't even know what to call them. They're so distant. It's like nervy, actually, just because we share the same blood or family name, to think after absolutely no interaction for like at least 20 years, that they can actually call and expect you to drop everything to help them out. That's rude. I would never do that. I would never think, who could I call? Which family member could I call? Who's doing good? Maybe I could get some money out of them. Because that's basically what that is. So no, I don't feel guilty at all for hitting the block button. That's what I did, because it was obvious they didn't miss me. They weren't thinking about me. They were thinking about what I could do for them. So that is the one advantage to social media, is you can hit a block button. So yeah, thank you, Facebook. Thank you. And the same with my phone. So yeah, that ended that problem right there. And I don't feel the least bit guilty about it. It was actually kind of freeing, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, because obviously they worked their way through the other relatives and nobody else was there for them. They were a lot smarter than me a lot sooner. So I learned, and yeah, it just feels good. So I'm sharing that with some of you who I know are probably in the same position. Don't fall for it. If they weren't there for you when you needed somebody, you don't have to be there for them. I have a limited amount of free time. I'm not going to waste it on somebody that didn't even care about me, was never there for me, when I have so many people that are there for me and that love me and need me, and I want to be there for them. So yeah, I'm not going to waste it. So that's my tip for the day. And if you think I'm being unkind or rude, hey, give me your number and I'll pass it on to them and you can talk to them.